Well, hello everybody and welcome to this video here. I'm actually in basement room number 4 here, and of course it is, well, I would say 17th of the 6th 2026, which is a Wednesday morning here, 52 minutes past 12 here. I can hear thumping upstairs. I don't know whether it's a spirit or anything like that. I'm trying to, of course, adjust I did try to adjust the picture of the screen here, but of course the webcam that is filming me right now, because it is a webcam here, I would like to say that it won't alter it one bit, but hopefully you can still hear me. So basically, of course, yeah, it is not 32 minutes past 12 in the morning here. So I've got that actually wrong at the beginning of this episode. So yeah, let's get to matters of hand here. Yeah, I am in basement number 4 here, and of course I think where this camera is positioned, the actual fridge is actually working. So yeah, besides all that, of course, everything else, apart from, of course, the hot water isn't actually running through. Everything else, like the microwave, the chest of drawers, the big wardrobe next to me here, which, of course, I might showcase on another video. But for now, of course, I'm just watching the Iraq, who are losing currently 2-1 to Norway. England and Croatia tomorrow at 9 p.m. in America, apparently under the roof. And of course, it's on Wednesday, the 17th, which is, of course, later on from my time in the evening at 9 p.m. And of course, there's also hydration breaks in between. They're having one now. I can see Highland, who plays for Man City, on the screen on BBC. I'm managing to get the challenge on the TV, which is number 48, just in case you think you can't get challenge TV. Of course, the usual GB News 236 is available, but yeah, I won't show you the room right this minute here, but what I will do is take you through the travel experience that I experienced earlier from yesterday, starting at Tuesday 16th of June 2026. Watch this. Now, the reason why we've actually come and showed you these pictures here is because I actually was told by I would say a barrier guard at Bury St Edmunds train station. Some people refer it as Choo Choo Station. And of course, he told us to go through, of course, Ipswich, and then on to Stowmarket, and then on to Diss, and then on to Norwich, which is what you're seeing here as I've arrived in Stowmarket. I will explain this later on in the video here. And I'm in basement number 4. You can clearly see my view of the TV and the fridge and the microwave just to the right, and the wardrobe to the left, sorry, the right. And of course we do have a kettle there as well. So yeah, just to the left is the actual bathroom.
Welcome to this service for Ipswich. We will be calling at Stowmarket and Ipswich. The next stop will be Stowmarket. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Please take care when leaving the train.
I'm at Ipswich train station. The reason for that is because I'm heading up towards Norwich, and I couldn't be bothered to cross over the tracks for the other side at Stowmarket. Normally I stop at Stowmarket, but you have to cross over to catch the other train, and sometimes you can't time it very well. But I'm here in Ipswich train station because the guy at Burton Edmonds, where I started off, allowed me permission to come to Ipswich, then up to, of course, this through Stowmarket, and then eventually up to Norwich. Then I've got to change trains from Norwich to Great Yarmouth. Seems a lot if you're an elderly person, but of course if you're a young person then it's perfectly fine. It's a lovely day here, and of course I've got to wait for the 7 minutes past 2 train that will go towards Stowmarket, Diss, then Norwich, and then voila. But I can safely say, before I eat my packet of crisps, which is what I've got here, which I got from the toast in Burton Edmonds, I will flip the camera and guess what you will see? A famous football ground which is now in the Premiership, and their recent manager has gone since. Have a look at this. Exactly in front of me, directly in front of me, and there it is. Voila! There it is. You can actually see it for yourself. The Polton Road stand there. How do we get to Polton Road from here? Well, of course you have to get out of the train station here. At least the lift was working. Well, actually I haven't tried the lift, but the lift is working here at Ipswich. You could go out to Olgars on the main entrance in that direction over there. Over there. And there is like a Greggs and of course a sandwich shop, and of course what used to be W.H. Smith might be something different now. So I'm on the train from Ipswich going to Stowmarket, Diss, then Norwich. Got to get that right because sometimes I stumble my words. But yeah, I've charging my phone as I'm speaking right now, and I'm going backwards. Feels very weird. Put my suitcase in the rack there, which is quite good. So yeah, I nearly got this caught in one of the chairs there. I get carried away sometimes. But anyway, thanks to the lady, of course, the grey-haired lady at Ipswich train station, who helped, of course, untangle this, which was all good. Alright, okay, let's have a look outside. Well, we're just coming out of Ipswich, as you can clearly see on the screen here, Tuesday the 16th of June 2026 at 14:09 now. I think we just left in time there, British summer time there, and you can see the north and of course yeah, the north and the east, and we've just arrived in Stowmarket. By the way, I'm saying this just in case you can't see it on the screen here. Some people may have visibility problems, but yeah, you can see of course the new housing, and of course it looks like they're on offer in Stowmarket. So if you'd like to live there, then of course check it out. And you can see the bridge is pretty much complete. The stairs are, but there's no lift. According to the Burton Edmonds guy at the start, which of course a guy at the start, of course, yeah, probably laugh at me for saying that, but of course he was the one at the barriers, basically, alongside another guy as well. And he advised me to go to Ipswich and then go back to Stowmarket and then go up to Diss and then up to Norwich and stay on the same train, rather than flicking tracks, because you have to wait for the other train to come over, and if you miss it, you're in deep sugar, basically. But yeah, I was going to use another word, but I'd make my job. But anyway, of course, I will leave that basically. But yeah, we haven't completed this video quite yet. But of course, we are coming up to this now, and of course, we're just going to come into this train station where my video runs out, unfortunately. But yeah, it's a nice little run actually, and of course, yes, when we come into this train station, which you'll see in a bit, of course, there is some stairs to go over across to the other side on the bridge. I remember, of course, using that bridge when I got to this by bus, because I tried it out once. It is quite a long time on the bus though. I have to say, you can see one of the bridges there, and we're coming into this. This is the other side of this, by the way. This is a place that I haven't yet visited, and let me know in the comments if you've ever visited this. Seems like a lovely place to visit in Norfolk. And of course, the train station is lovely. It just needs lifts on each side for those with disabilities. And yeah, they do have, I don't know if they call it an ample park for your cars, as in a car park. Is it called ample car park? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, you can see it's lovely, beautiful weather, and we're off again. And of course, yes, you will see the coffee shop in just a moment.
Welcome
You
to
see the
this
stairs there.
service for
It does need a
Norwich.
lift though.
We will be
Of course,
calling
they
at
cost a lot of money and they
Norwich.
take ages to actually um,
The next stop will be
fix
Norwich.
and start up. They've got the material at
Mind your head
Market,
and
but
step
of course
when getting on or off the raised
the
seated areas.
barrier guy said basically it would take years to sort out. Oh yes, it's back to me now here, and doesn't really too much matter if you can't really see my face. But of course, I'm trying to do my best with all the brightness down here. But yeah, of course, luckily they do have a little bit of Wi-Fi, so I can watch my London's Burning if I really wanted to in here. But yeah, I arrived safely, and of course, just about. And do you know what? Do you know what? I didn't actually use a taxi to get here, which is a lot cheaper, and of course, it is advisable for those people that have bus passes to be able to get around and, of course, use it freely because it doesn't cost you one penny. If you go to a cab or a taxi, don't know which one it's called actually these days. I was actually thinking that on my travels. Which one is it called, cab or taxi? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, of course, uh, what my point is that, of course, they don't, as in cab or taxis, whatever you want to call it, don't actually have a free service for people. They might have discounts on some other companies like Uber or something like that, which are non-meter kind of taxis or cabs to use. A lot of people don't realise this, but of course there are private cab or taxi companies that are on the meter, like Albies, Swift. That's in, of course, Norfolk. Dosh cars, maybe Parkway cars, maybe cars in Bury St Edmunds like getaway cars. They're all private, and there is Uber around on the day if you get one. So basically, it's potluck if you get Uber, which you have on the app, and of course they can also refuse to take you if they don't want to. That's the feeling I get, of course, because the name comes up on their system, and of course, if they know you too well, sometimes it's the case. I'm only guessing that some of them may not want to pick you up, but I've had one that has. I'm not going to mention any names. Picked me up recently, which is good in the area of Suffolk. But unfortunately, Uber don't serve currently at the moment in the Great Yarmouth area, which is quite surprising because it's not far from Norwich, and they do need to upstep the mark and, of course, maybe get around Great Yarmouth a little bit more because it's very hard to get one, especially at the unusual time of the evening. But it's difficult to get one in the middle of the night anyway. But what I would say is that I managed to get the bus, which of course was a lot probably cheaper. It was more hard work because you have to change buses a lot, but there is a new stop on the other side of the road near the train station, and it looks like it's been new there. And of course, it's a good thing that it's there because it encourages people that would like to travel by train, and then you can pick up the bus number 11X or of course X11. I think it's that way round, or the X1, which will also take you to the market gates, as I previously said at the beginning of this show. Sorry, I've gabbled on a bit here. I'm just trying to explain the basics here. And the number two, Barracks Estate, of course, will stop, of course, halfway down at South Beach, which is not far from South Beach. You still have to walk a bit from the Admiralty bus stop, and before it turns right to go towards Galston. So yeah, you have to make sure you tell the bus driver to stop at the right stop. But it is a little bit of a 15-minute walk from there, and on a hot day it can be quite stuffy down there. Um, yeah, and of course the paths are not great down there, but of course, yeah, once you get there, of course you're safe and sound. But make sure you get there in the times of probably June or July before the last coastal clipper comes along at about 27 minutes past 6, because if you miss that, you're pretty much screwed, basically. And yeah, they only operate in the um, springy summer and not the winter. So you do have to get taxis in the winter, which is the unfortunate thing here, which is why I tend to, of course, avoid winter in Great Yarmouth sometimes, which is the only disappointment about that. Anyhow, enough me talking for now. Thank you very much. And don't forget, of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Please hit that notification button so you know when we upload a video next. And when we do go live, which is very rarity on YouTube, but mainly on TikTok, but yeah, we will occasionally go live on YouTube. But of course, as I say, it's very much a rarity. And yeah, I think Norway beat Iraq 4-1 in the end on the BBC, the British Bashing Corporation, as some people say. So yeah, this door, by the way, does work. Just to let JC from Beauty Sound know, I did test it out and it does work. It's B4. The only problem in this room is that there's no hot water working. Everything else seems to be working fine. The fridge takes a while to upload. Well, of course, warm up. I believe, of course, it's cooled down my um, drink and various stuff that's in there, my microwave stuff basically. So yeah, I'll give you more details on another video of this room, maybe showing it with the webcam here. I'll give you a little bit of an insight now, in actual fact. So yeah, this is the main TV here I've got here, the microwave, the wardrobe, which is of course yeah, a big enough wardrobe to put my suitcase in. The window's open, and just to the left there is, well, of course, no light on at the moment, but that is the actual main bathroom where I've got a toilet in the room, which is quite nice. So everything's all plugged in down there, including the kettle, which you can't really see in view. Of course, you can just about see it just over there. That's the kettle there, not the microwave bit. It's just there, that little black thing there. And of course, yeah, nice little water that I've got as well, which is quite nice. Mhm. And that's the remote control for the TV, by the way, and it does work. So yeah, I've got, of course, a backlight there. I don't know if you can see it. It's that bit there. It does work as a just a bed light there, and you can see, of course, the electrical plugs there. Look like they've been new there, and it says that they have been tested. So yeah, the only thing I've noticed is the USB part of the electric plugs socket there don't actually work. But yeah, anyway, apart from that, all good. And of course, thank you very much for watching. And as we always say, we promise to keep that positivity for you. Take care, God bless, and stay safe. Until the next video, wherever you see me.
Life is love. Life is love. Life is love. Life is love.